Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Vinodini Kapoor from Chandigarh, where I am teaching in the Faculty of Management. Today we are going to discuss about the module Goal-Seek Analysis under the paper Management Information System. After completing this module, the students will be able to develop a basic understanding of what is goal-seek analysis, understand the relevance of goal-seek analysis in context of decision support systems, list the various steps involved in goal-seek analysis, understand the importance and benefit of goal-seek analysis, and understand results of the goal-seek analysis. A goal, it is a desired outcome one sets in mind knowing that it can be achieved. It consists of a projected state of affairs which a person or a system plans or intends to achieve as an outcome to some process or development endpoint. To know the result from a formula, what input value the formula needs to get to that particular result uses the goal-seek feature. Taking the case of a housing loan, where an individual may require borrowing some money. You know how much money you want, how long you want to take to pay off the loan, and how much you can afford to pay each month. Goal-seek analysis will help to determine what interest rate you will need to secure in order to meet your loan goal. Goal-seek works only with one variable as an input value. However, if you want to accept more than one input value, such as both the loan amount and the monthly payment for a loan, Excel allows you to use the solver add-in. Hence, goal seeking is the ability to calculate backward to obtain an input that would result in a given output. Basic goal seeking functionality is inbuilt into most modern spreadsheet packages such as Microsoft Excel. Now this allows in seeing how one data item in a formula impacts the other. Coming to the context of management information systems, the Decision Support System or DSS handles a variety of data that help managers to make appropriate choices pertaining to organizational and business-related activities. Data is compiled by computers and transformed into charts, graphs, and a wide variety of ways that allow random variables and statistics to be useful. Business models are also compiled from all the given data, which can only be used to make decisions, but can be used to see what potential problems could develop. Some potential information can be compiled, consists of sales figures, customer relations, spending patterns, consumer demographics. Now, goal-seek analysis simply informs managers what, based on the arranged data, the requirement need to be met in order to reach that particular goal. Goal-seek analysis in context of decision support systems. A decision support system is a computerized information system that facilitates decision-making in an organization or a business. A DSS enables to analyze massive realms of data and compiles information that can be used to solve problems and make better decisions. The three defining characteristics of a decision support system consist of the following. Firstly,
a user interface that is interactive and easy to use. Secondly, models or formula that enable analysis, including sensitivity analysis, what if analysis, goal seeking, and risk analysis. Thirdly, multiple sources of data. This shall be inclusive of both internal and external sources and data reviewed and captured by the decision maker who may have insight into the situation. In case of decision support systems, models distinguish it from management information systems. The models come from an iterative process which builds upon itself through the interaction with end users. The decision makers can manipulate the models to conduct experiments and analysis. Three ways to manipulate models include, again, the what if analysis, the sensitivity analysis, and the goal seeking analysis.
We'll take up a case of a decision support system. A real life example can be an online shopping structure, say flipbasket.com. Now, Flipbasket has a huge warehouse of online products. So, when consumers make a purchase, say like a home theater, the data from an individual's purchase is stored and managers can see how certain brands are selling over the others. In a situation where a Sony home theater system was purchased, managers could take the data and compile and pair the system with a new compatible HD television in order to help the integrated system to sell faster. Also, since the complete system shall be rather expensive in comparison with traditional speakers, managers could offer discounted home theaters with every purchase. Now, this was the case when the home theaters and the HD players first came out. Managers had to determine which of the two brands could triumph and which machine could be dropped from the company's website. The sales records and the data from customer purchases were compiled together, and managers took this information and determined what is the best course of action that could possibly be. In the long run, home theater systems outsold mere HD television players, becoming the standard for the ultimate movie experience. Eventually, due to declining sales, the HD players and home theaters were no longer sold through flipbasket.com. The data compiled from the consumers' purchases allowed managers to decide on what format they could sell better. However, a decision support system is not just a matter of determining what particular goal needs to be met in order to reach the maximum profitability. It is composed into three different parts, which are
The three parts that make up a decision support system. Firstly, sensitivity analysis. It is the study of the impact of a dependent variable on an independent variable when the change occurs. For example, sticking with the example from Flipbasket, when home theater players become cheaper due to a new technology, the theater sales are affected. Sales could stoop low due to the new technology, or sales could skyrocket due to the falling price of home theater players. Change does not just affect one element, it also affects complementary or substitute products. What if analysis? It is used to determine the possible changes that could be on a theoretical solution. For example, the aim to sell 500 home theater players within a month over Flip Basket. In addition, say that I aim to lower the prices of the players by 25% to increase the sales and reach my quota. What if analysis, when exercised, shall reveal what the possible outcomes could be. Home theater system could become more popular or less popular, and the sales could remain constant regardless of the given discount. The goal-seeking analysis. It is the most important portion of the decision support system because it compiles all of the given data and determines what inputs are required to reach specific goals. Sensitivity analysis can be used to determine what portions of the decision support system affect one another. In goal-seeking analysis or the how can analysis, the decision maker sets a target value, which is referred to the goal, for a variable and then repeatedly changes the other variables until the target value is achieved. We now represent a screenshot of how the what if analysis is representative in the Excel spreadsheet. As you can see in the figure, the goal-seeking analysis is an inbuilt functionality of the spreadsheet package such as Microsoft Excel. It gives options to a user to go to the scenario manager or goal seek or data tables. This form of analytical modeling has numerous applications that facilitate business decisions. It shall help answer the question, how can we achieve certain net profit after taxes? By repeatedly varying prices and variable costs or quantities sold or fixed costs in a financial model until the target result is achieved. What if analysis just looks at the possibilities and gives scenarios. It looks at what numbers and goals are required in order to do well, average, or poorly. The whole purpose of the decision support system is to compile raw data into useful information that managers can use effectively and apply to organizational and business decisions. Let's come to the steps involved in the goal-seek analysis. Goal-seek determines the input values needed to achieve a specific goal. When you use this command, Excel changes the value in one cell until the value in a second cell reaches a number that you desire. In goal-seek, there will be 3 boxes to fill it. Firstly, a spreadsheet like the one that is below is created in Microsoft Excel. It clearly gives us options of values which are constant and those that we want to change. The first field is representative of a certain number. The second represents the number that we are unsure of. And the third is representative of the answer that we want to achieve. For this, it is required to ascertain the function in the spreadsheet itself. The first dialog box that appears seeking input value while displaying the set cell. Here we enter the cell address of the cell whose value you want to fix or set to a specific number. Say for example, the selling price cell. This cell must contain a formula or a function. Otherwise, it will not be linked to the cell that you will be changing to obtain zero profit. The set cell, as seen in the figure, contains the formula that you want Excel to use. The second says true value. Here, we enter the appropriate value that we wish to see in the set cell. That is 0 if you want the profit to come out to 0. Clearly indicative in the dialog box, the to value is set to a desired value that is predetermined. It refers to what answer that we are aiming to look at. By changing cell, we indicate the part of the answer we are not sure of, and Excel will be changing this particular part. The third says by changing cell, enter or click on the cell you want goal seek to change to obtain zero profit. This cell must not be a formula or a function. Then click OK. At this point, goal seek will show you the answer. As seen in the dialog box, we click OK and Excel will tell if it has found a solution. So finally, it is indicative of the target value and the current value for the target value to be achieved. So finally, we see that Excel has changed the cell B2 and replaced the 6 with a 7 for obtaining the correct answer.
Okay, students. Now let's come to the case of troubleshooting in a goal-seeking analysis scenario. Firstly, make sure that the set cell is a formula or a function or a cell reference. The set cell must contain a formula or a function. Secondly, ensure that you have set that particular cell to a reasonable number and not a function. Thirdly, ensure that by changing cell, it is a number or blank and not a formula, a function, or a particular cell reference. Be cautious that there's a link between the formula, between the two cells that you have entered in the goal-seek analysis. However complicated the link might be, they must be related for the set cell to be changed by the change cell. Finally, make sure that your formula in the set cell is correct as well as all the others. It is very essential to note that when goal seeking, Microsoft Excel backs into a solution using numerical iterations. So it won't necessarily find the exact solution. It can be close enough or stop or might not be able to find the solution that you would like to achieve.
We now look at the benefit and importance of goal-seek analysis. When you know the desired result of a formula, but not the input value, the formula needs to determine the result. This is an interesting application of the goal-seek analysis. It back-solves the problem and finds the input value that satisfies the requested output value. You can change the value of a specified cell until the formula that is dependent on the changed cell returns the result you want. When the tool finishes its analysis, it creates two new columns in the source data table. These columns show the likelihood that the targeted outcome can be achieved and the recommended change, if any. The tool can analyze a set of data and make predictions for the entire set. Or you can create the analysis and then test scenarios one at a time. The goal-seek function has thousands of applications. It is an efficient feature for helping you reach a particular goal, but the only implication is that it deals with only a single variable. For most businesses, the variables are much more complex, and in that case, the solver plugin is used. For example, let us say your goal is to increase customer satisfaction. You can use goal seek analysis to determine which factors would be most likely to increase customer satisfaction and decide whether those changes are cost effective. Excel provides a capability called goal seek, which enables to find roots of a polynomial equation and a variety of other problems, which are typically solved using iterative methods. Essentially, you want to find a value of x such that the function fx equal to a for a constant value a. For problems where there are multiple values of x such that the function fx equals to a is different, the initial guesses for x can yield different solutions. Thus, to find all the solutions will require repeated trials based on different guesses. Whereas goal-seek analysis enables you to find a solution to an equation fx corresponding to a. Solver enables you to solve equations in multiple unknowns, such as a function varying for values of x1, x2 up to xn corresponding to a. It also allows you to find the values of x1, x2 for numerous values of x, which can maximize or minimize the value of fx subject to constraints. Goal-seek analysis can be used to determine the break-even point and the target profit. The benefit and importance of goal-seek analysis. Firstly, this tool uses the Microsoft logistic regression algorithm, which can process either numeric or discrete values. Logistic regression is a well-known statistical method for determining the contribution of multiple factors to a pair of outcomes. The Microsoft implementation uses a modified neural network to model the relationship between inputs and outputs. The effect of each input on the corresponding output is measured, and the various inputs are weighted in the finished model. Understanding the results of goal-seeking analysis. While creating a goal-seeking scenario, the tool does three things. Firstly, creating a data mining structure that stores key facts about the data in your table. Secondly, creating a logistic regression mining model based on the data. Thirdly, creates a prediction for each value specified. If you test goal-seeking scenarios one at a time, you can view the results interactively. The tool reports in the results pane of the dialog box whether it was successful in finding a scenario that achieves the desired goal. If the successful solution was found, the tool also generates a recommendation that tells you the required change. Let's come to the limitations of goal-seeking analysis. Firstly, it does not work with two or more input values. Secondly, it only provides one solution, even for the formulas which have multiple solutions. Thirdly, it only works if the set cell value converges towards the two value in each iteration. Lastly, the set cell and By changing cell, values have to be on the same sheet.
Okay, students, now let's try and understand a practical application of this concept. We'll take the case of the attainable score. Considering a situation where Mr. A enrolled in a particular class of advanced mathematics. He currently has a grade of 65 and needs at least 70 to pass the class. Luckily, there is one final assignment that might be able to raise the average score. Goal-seek analysis can yield what grade you need on the final assessment to pass the class. As you see in the image below, it can be seen that the grades on the first four assignments are 58, 70, 72, and 60. Now, even though we don't know what the fifth grade will be, we can still write a formula or a function that calculates the final grade. Now, let us see how we will do this. In this case, each assignment is weighted equally. So all we have to do is average all the 5 grades by typing the average function, which summates the values from B2 to B6. Once we use goal seek, the cell B6 will show us the minimum grade we'll need to make on that particular assignment. Now, select the cell whose value you want to change. Whenever you use goal seek, you need to select a cell that already contains a formula or a function. In our particular example, we'll select cell B7 because it contains the formula for averaging. Now, from the Data tab, click on What If Analysis command, then go and select Goal Seek from the drop-down menu. A dialog box will appear with 3 particular fields. First, Set Cell. This is the cell which will contain the desired result. In our example, cell B7 is already selected. To value. This is the desired result. Again, we'll enter 70 because we know we need at least 70 to pass the class. By changing cell. Now this is that particular cell where goal seek will place its answer. Coming back to our example, we'll select cell B6 because we want to determine the grade we need to earn on the final assignment. When you're done, click OK. Now the dialog box will tell you if goal seek was able to find the solution or not. Click OK. The result will appear in the specified cell. Goal seek calculated, we will need to score at least 70 on the final assignment to earn the required passing grade. So students, let us summarize what we have learned in this module. In goal-seek analysis, the goal is not fixed, but the decision maker tries to achieve a goal of an optimum value arrived at after satisfying all constraints operating in the problem. The decision maker can use this analysis to work on constraints and resources and find ways to improve upon a solution to seek the highest goal. Goal seek is very helpful for quickly solving any financial and statistical formula for a single unknown value. It saves a lot of time when it is difficult to derive a formula to calculate the unknown value. In a situation of a loan payment, it takes time to transform the equation of loan payment and calculate the terms without using goal seek. However, there is a complex problem encountered which contains multiple equations and multiple constraints, and you're asked to find the optimal solution. You should look for Excel's solver add-in instead of GoalSeek. Excel Solver is a more powerful method to solve the optimization problem. Thank you.